What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to talk about my experience between fast food and retail. Let's just start out by saying I've worked both of them, and I can say they both are equally as hard. I can say that, but okay. So I'm gonna first start from talk about the hours. Okay, so I got more hours in fast food than I did in retail. I think mainly because like fast food stay open longer. So and with retail, when that was as a part-time worker, I was working like a lot. Like my checks every 2 weeks was like at least like $500, and then in retail as a part-time worker, I was getting between 15 and 20. So that's basically like 2 days or three. So like basically wasn't a lot, but I guess as you open your availability as a part-time worker in retail, your hours can get better because it have got better for me. But yeah, and okay, let's talk about. Okay, so we talked about hours, the work. Okay, so I feel like people gonna say that retail is like harder. I don't think it's harder. I think it is more intense in some certain in different aspects because retail is just as intense. Let me tell you that. But like fast food, I feel like you do it longer, and that's why it feels like that. Because, whew, yeah, my checks. Okay, as I already explained, I think my checks in fast food were bigger than retail only because I worked a lot more hours. And yeah, and what else do? Let me think. Customers. I'm gonna just say in fast food they were definitely a little more, a little more intense. And retail, I really didn't get any like mean customers, and I definitely did retail longer than I did fast food. In fast food, it's like yeah, because people don't like you messing up their orders, and I guess in retail, all you do is like you know I guess you can mess up stuff there too, but still, like, I guess it's more common in like retail. Okay, so yeah, and let's see what else. Retail, no, fast food was more fast paced for me. You gotta know how to multitask, because if you do like a drive through, you have to like talk on the headset. You have to talk to the person at the window, and while you talk to the person at the window and the person in the drive-through, you be having to like count the money back, and it's like that's a whole lot of multitasking I had to learn how to do. Whereas I feel like it's like that no matter what part of fast food you work at, like no matter if it's the front window, because then you got to give out the drinks in the bag and make sure you give out the bags to the right people, and or the front counter, still making sure that you give them the right stuff or what they asked for, and like yeah, and like but the difference between retail is it's like a lot of different positions. It's a lot of different positions that you can work in. Like you could be a cashier, you can be a fitter room associate, you can be a jewelry associate, you can be a backroom associate, you can be you can do basically anything. I feel like it's more like variety. So like yeah, so basically yeah. So basically let me just go through. Well, I already told you what you do at like fast food, or like even if you do like the preparing a sandwich, that's still fast paced because you got to make sure the food is fresh. You got to make sure you have enough of it. Got to keep doing it constantly, especially if you work at a fast food place that gets a lot of business. And retail is like, okay, so let's start out as a cashier. I guess that's very fast paced if you do work at a retail place that gets a lot of business. And yeah, and then next we got a fitting room associate. Fitting room is definitely, I think, is very easy. I mean, you just count what they got, and you let them go in a fitting room. And let's see what else. Okay, a jewelry associate. I guess you just show them jewelry, and then back room. I guess you just separate or you hang stuff. So it's kind of like, I feel like in retail you get to like really get to choose like what you really enjoy. And whereas like fast food, it's still fun. Don't get me wrong. It's still fun, especially if you got a good team. But it's like in retail, you get to see a wide variety of stuff. I'm pretty sure you probably gonna see stuff you like a lot, but you gotta keep it to a minimum because you can't be spending your whole check where you got it from. But yeah, and when you work in fast food, ooh, the good thing about that, you be always having something to eat. Like, especially if you come after school, you can, get whatever, a sundae, a burger, a fry, whatever the place sell, a milkshake, all that. So that was good about that, get to look good,